Hi everyone, thank you again for joining me at Teaching Bee. I did get a lot of requests just wanting to go over more order of operations using more of the PEMDAS, and so I did list a few more examples for us to go through. My challenge to you today is to freeze the video on each of the problems, try to solve it on your own, and then we'll work through it and see if we get the same answer together. So for the first one, we have 6 plus 4 times 3. We are doing the order of operations using the PEMDAS. And just a quick review, we have parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division from left to right, and then addition and subtraction from left to right. So that is the order we like to do for the order of operations. So in this case, there are no parentheses or exponents, but there is multiplication. So we'll go ahead and do that. And 4 times 3 is our 12. I like to bring everything down so it's nice to see visually. And then go ahead and solve from there. So 6 plus 12 equals 18. So if you got the same answer as me, we have 18 for our first problem. So in parentheses 5 plus 3, out of parentheses times 2, we'll solve from there. All of these problems are around the 5th grade level. I know depending on the state and the schools, it does vary from state to state, classroom to classroom, all of that. But from my standards that I have grown and taken from Arizona State standards, this does fall along the lines through mostly 5th grade. It could be for 6th grade too. Alrighty, so for the first one is parentheses. We're going to do parentheses first, which is 5 plus 3, and that gives us 8. And then we're going to drop everything else down. And then we will, from here, go ahead and just solve from here. So 8 times 2 gives us 16. And we have our answer. All right, so I know you see like a lot of those fun little memes or whatever on social media, and it says solve for this, nobody can get it. It's because a lot of people either forget the order of operations or they just simply solve from left to right. But that's just not the case, and especially seeing here, if we did solve it from left to right, we'd get the completely different answer. So let's go ahead and go through this. There are no parentheses, there are no exponents, there is multiplication and division, so we will go ahead and solve for that first. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. Drop everything else down. And now we just have addition and subtraction left over. So we'll go ahead and solve that from left to right. So 20 minus 2 gives us 18 plus our 6, which gives us our 24 as our answer. Again, just simply going through our PEMDAS. So parentheses, we do have parentheses in this case. So we're going to do our parentheses first. So 10 minus 6 will give us 4. Bring everything else down. There's no more parentheses, no exponents. There is multiplication and division. So we'll go ahead and solve for that next. So 2 times 5 is 10. Drop everything else down. And there's one more piece to solve. So we'll go ahead and solve for that, which will give our answer as 14. Go ahead and pause, solve for there, see what our answer is. We're doing the order of operations, we're doing our PEMDAS, so parentheses is first, which we do have in this problem. 3 times 2 is going to give us 6. Drop everything else down. Okay, no exponents, there is multiplication and division, so we will go ahead and do our 18 divided by 6, which will give us 3. Drop everything else down. And then we'll just solve for there. 3 plus 7 gives us our answer, 10. So simply again, just going through our PEMDAS, starting up top, parentheses, which we do have. So we'll go ahead and solve that first. 4 times 3 is 12. Drop everything else down. I think dropping everything else down really, really helps with everything to make sure that you're not missing out on anything. There is no multiplication or division. There's no exponents, sorry. Addition and subtraction, we have both, so we're going to work from left to right. So we have 12 plus 12, which is 24, minus our 6, which is going to give us our answer of 18. So once again, we're going to do our repetition, do our PEMDAS, parentheses. We have 2 sets of parentheses, so we're going to, as always, continue to work from left to right. So we have our 8 plus 2, which is going to give us 10. We could drop down our times. 5 minus 3, which gives us 2. And we can simply now solve from there. 10 times 2 is 20. That will be our answer. Working again with PEMDAS. On top, parentheses, we have none. Exponents, we don't have any. I just realized we haven't done any with exponents, so maybe we'll do a bonus question too, and we'll throw that in. Multiplication and division from left to right. We do have division and multiplication, so we're gonna work from left to right. So we have our 30 divided by 5, which is 6. Because if you work backwards, 6 times 5 is 30. We're still gonna drop everything else down, or you can solve for that as well. Now we have our 6 times 2, which will give us 12. Drop everything else down. And now we have just one more remaining, so we'll just go ahead and solve for our answer. So 6 plus 12 will give us 18. Let's work through our entire PEMDAS and see what our answer is. Parentheses, we're gonna go ahead and solve for that. So our 6 times 2, which gives us 12. Drop everything else down, plus 5 divided by 30, okay? Then we have no more parentheses, but we do have an exponent. So 2 to the 3rd power will be 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So this will give us 8. Drop everything else down. And if you have questions on exponents or anything, just let me know in the comments and I can do a whole video just reviewing those. Alrighty, now we have no more exponents. Go down to multiplication, division from left to right. So now we're gonna again solve for 30 divided by 5, which is our 6 plus 12 plus 8. I feel like, yeah, minus 1. Okay, I think we're gonna get a positive number here. We're definitely getting a positive number here, so we're good. Now, we've done parentheses, we've done exponents, we've done multiplication and division from left to right. All that's left is addition and subtraction from left to right. So addition, we have 6 plus 12, which is gonna give us 18, plus 8 minus 1 equals 26 minus 1. So our answer is 25. If you have any other questions, please, again, place them down in the comments below. I always love helping, just even with short tutorials. And as always, have a great day.